Now, good morning, everyone. In our previous class, we have started with this lesson, rulers and buildings. In this, we have clearly understood that in early days, that many rulers have made the construction of buildings. Many types of buildings were made, and those buildings were made by king and their officers. Even we have seen the two kinds of structures first that the king used to construct the buildings first in the form of forts, palaces, gardens, residence, and the tombs. And after that, second type of construction, we have understood that they were made for the subjects, for the these were the useful structures for the comfort of the subjects. Subjects means the people on which the king was ruling, the empire. In the empire, the people were living in those people were given some comfort by these buildings. So the second type of structure which the king used to make was for the benefit, for the to facilitate the public, that is in the form of temples, mosques, tanks, wells, and caravansarais and bazaars. I hope this all you understood in the previous class. And this construction was done uh, to expect the favor from the subjects means from the people, and to get the praise from the people, to appreciate that, so that the people can appreciate the king, that yes, the king is really taking good care of the people also, and it is a good king. Even the Havelis were constructed by the merchants in the early years. Then we have seen that the different technologies used for construction. First technology, we have seen that by placing the wooden beams or the slab stones across the four walls, this was made. The roofs were made. And further, the next also we have seen about the uh, technological construction, which was called as trabeate, in which roofs, doors, and windows were still made by placing the horizontal beam across the two vertical. Now it was put on the two vertical columns, and this style was called as trabeate. Even further, we have seen about the large stepped wells, which were called as बाउलीज. बाउली बोलते थे, वो एक तरीके से वाटर कंजर्वेशन के काम आती थी, जो राजा लोग बनाते थे, और दीज वर द स्टेप वॉल्स. स्टेप बहुत सारे होते थे, और फिर वो कुआं बनाया जाता था जहाँ पर कंजर्वेशन ऑफ वाटर वाज देयर, सो फॉर द पीपल, फॉर द पब्लिक. And one such we have seen about Rani Ji Ki Baudi or Queen's Stepwell, and it is located in Bundi in Rajasthan itself. If you have went there, and you would have seen that this Rani Ji Ki Baudi is very famous Baudi, that is Queen's Stepwell, is located in Bundi, and is the largest among 50 step wells, means 50 step wells में सबसे बड़ी ये रानी जी की बावड़ी है. एंड इट इज मेड टू मीट द नीड फॉर वाटर. जब कभी लोगों को जरूरत पड़े तो उसमें से पानी ले सकते हैं. पानी की कमती को वो पूरा करने के लिए बनाई गई है. Then we have also read about the Kendriya Mahadev temple, which was dedicated to Shiva god, and it was constructed in 999 by King Dhanga Deva. And King Dhanga Deva was of Chandela dynasty. And further, we have seen about Mahamandapa. Mahamandapa was the main hall where dances were being performed. Uh, the main hall of the temple, which was called as Mahamandapa. Then we have also studied about Garbhagriha. Garbhagriha was the place, was the main shrine where the image of chief deity means uh, main उनके देवी देवता की image रखी जाती थी, that is called Garbhagriha. And in this we have also seen that the family members of the king and the priest used together to perform the rituals. जो भी कस्टम ट्रेडिशंस फॉलो करने पड़ते थे वर्शिप करने के लिए भगवान को, वो राजा, उसकी फैमिली और प्रीस्ट लोग, सेंट लोग ही, पंडित लोग ही उसमें गर्भगृह में रह आते थे। One such complex we have also seen about Khajuraho complex. Then further we have seen about Raja Rajeshwara temple also, and this Raja Rajeshwara temple we have seen. Wait, this Raja Rajeshwara temple, we have seen that it is constructed in Tanjavur, and it has the tallest shikara, and it is amongst a temple of this time. Means what whichever temples were made at the time when Raja Rajeshwara temple was made, at that time this temple had the tallest shikara. Tallest shikara means this place we can say it is called as tallest shikara. And this at that time it was very difficult because no cranes and all was there, and it was very difficult to carry big stones to such a great height. And in that case, at that time, for this Raja Rajeshwara temple shikara, inclined path was made. Now inclined path I had already shown. Inclined path means like this, clear. Inclined path was made, and this way to reach the this top, and on this inclined path, then it was 4 kilometer away from the temple. This inclined path was made 4 kilometer away from the where the temple was being made, and here the big stone boulders were put, and it was rolled from here in the inclined path, and it was taken to the top, and it was placed at the top. That in this way this type of work was done in the early days. And we have also seen that due to the formation of this inclined part, after the work was completed of this construction of the temple, this inclined path was dismantled. Dismantle means उसको हटा दिया गया, उसको तोड़ दिया गया है। और फिर जो इसके नियर बाय विलेज जो है इस टेम्पल के, उसको भी इसी इंक्लाइंड पाथ के अकॉर्डिंग नाम दिया गया, दैट वाज कॉल्ड एज विलेज ऑफ इंक्लाइन. And the name was given was Charupalam. Charupalam means the village of incline. That means, and whosoever had witnessed, they had seen that how difficult was there to make such a tallest shikara in this temple, Raja Rajeshwara temple. They had witnessed the making, the construction of the temple, and the village nearby was called as Charupalam, that is village of incline. Charupalam means village of incline. I hope that much was clear. Then again, further also we have read about the architectural form, that is arcuate, in which the true arc, the keystone, was at the center, and rest the weight of the superstructure was made on the base of the arcs. First, it was in the form of arc. That is why it was called as arcuate. Then second technological and stylish development was the use of limestone cement in the construction work, which when mixed with the stone chips hardened the concrete, and it made the construction work of the temples and buildings very much easier and faster. Then furthermore, we have read about the temple, mosque, and tanks, which were made by the king. And these temples and mosques were very beautifully constructed, and these were constructed to show the power, to demonstrate the power, wealth, and devotion of the pattern. That how powerful the king is, how wealthy the king is, because it was very beautifully constructed. Many means costly images or statues were put in that, and the devotion, how devoted that particular king was to the god. To show all this, the king used to build temples and mosques. Then the largest temple was built by or constructed by the king itself, and other smaller temples were also built by the king's subordinates. जो किंग के अंडर काम करते थे वो लोग भी बनाते थे अपने छोटे-मोटे टेम्पल्स, और जो किंग के अलाइज़ थे, जो किंग के साथ जो दूसरे छोटे किंग थे, वो भी ये टेम्पल्स बनाते थे अपने देवी-देवताओं के छोटे-मोटे, बट बड़ा टेम्पल वो राजा एम्परर खुद बनाता था। Now Muslim sultans and padshahs also were there. Padshahs means at that time the Muslim sultans, the kings, Muslim kings were also called as padshahs, and they were considered as shadow of God according to the chronicles. Chronicles means जो वहाँ के उस वक्त की जो writings हैं, पर्शियन कोर्ट में जो राइटर्स होते थे, उन्होंने वहाँ के सुल्तान को शेडो ऑफ गॉड के नाम से बुलाया जाता था। एंड द इंस्क्रिप्शन शोज कुवैत अल इस्लाम मॉस्क्यू, वहाँ पर एक इंस्क्रिप्शन है, वो क्लियरली शो करता है कि अलाउद्दीन को राजा इसलिए बनाया गया क्योंकि उसमें वो सारी क्वालिटीज़ थी जो कि एक ग्रेट लॉ गिवर में होती है। और वो एग्ज़ाम्पल दिया, कौन थे ग्रेट लॉ गिवर इन द पास्ट? मोसेस एंड सोलोमन। मोसेस एंड सोलोमन एक अच्छे कानून देने वाले लोग थे, उनको कंपेयर किया गया अलाउद्दीन को उनसे, एंड दैट इज़ व्हाई गॉड हैज़ अकॉर्डिंग टू देम God has chosen Alauddin because of these qualities, good qualities, to become a king. Now, today we are going to start with this paragraph on page number 65. As each new dynasty came to power, that means as each new dynasty was coming into power, king wanted to emphasize their moral right to be the rulers. Now, many new dynasties were coming into power. Uh, Dynasties means the rule of the king were coming into power, and the king wanted to show their moral right. Whosoever came into power, whosoever formed the empire, they emphasized that they had the moral right to become the ruler. Constructing palaces of the worship provided rulers with the chance to proclaim their close relationship with the god, and to construct the temples and all, the rulers used to show that they had the close relationship with the god, especially important at the in the age of rapid political change, जब जल्दी जल्दी political changes administration में changes हो रहे थे, एक राजा दूसरे राजा पर मीन्स अटैक करके अपनी टेरिटरीज बढ़ा रहा था, at that time the king used to emphasize his own moral right also to be become a ruler, और वो इतने temples वगैरह बना करके और अपना उन लोगों को वो patronage, now rulers offered patronage to learned and pious and tried to transform their capitals and cities to great cultural centers that brought fame to the rule and the realm. That means वो जो rulers थे वो encourage करते थे learned और सेंट लोगों को, होली लोगों को, पंडित पुजारी लोगों को और लर्नेड लोगों को रूलर्स एम्फसाइज करते थे, उनको एनकरेज करते थे, एंड दे आल्सो यूज्ड टू ट्रांसफॉर्म देयर कैपिटल्स, उनकी जो एम्पायर की जो कैपिटल थी, उनको वो कल्चरल सेंटर्स में चेंज करते थे कि वो एक बड़ा-सा कल्चरल सेंटर्स बना देते थे, वो अपनी कैपिटल को, जस्ट टू ब्रॉट फेम टू देयर रूल एंड देयर रेल्म। वो मीन्स अपने रूल को, अपने एम्पायर की को, अपने रूल को वो एक तरीके से फेम देना चाहते थे ताकि लोग उनको एप्रिशिएट करें, और उनका जो रूल है वो हर तरीके से फेमस हो जाए। फेम मीन्स टू मेक देयर रूल फेमस ऑल ओवर द वर्ल्ड, एंड दैट इज व्हाई दे यूज्ड टू encourage the learned and holy people, and even they transform their capitals to cultural centers to become famous in the world, and so more and more people are attracted, and whenever any attack is there, people go hand in hand with that particular king to go against the attacker. Now, the Persian terms Abad, populated, prosperous, and Abadi, flourishing, are both derived from the word Ab, meaning water. Now, this Persian term is Abad, which means populated and prosperous, and Abadi is a flourishing, meaning flourishing. Both these terms, Abad and Abdi, are derived from the word Ab, that means water. These both are the Persian terms. Now, it was widely believed that a rule of just king would be an age of plenty when the heavens would not withhold rain. That means when just rule, a good king, the rule of good king is considered as the blessing for the subjects. So for the subjects means for the people. अगर राजा अच्छा है, वो अपनी प्रजा की देखभाल अच्छे से कर रहा है, दैट मीन्स वो एक तरीके से ऐसा है कि मीन्स हेवन से बारिश हो रही है एंड द रेन फॉलिंग फ्रॉम द अबव हेवन is considered as a blessing from God. In the same way, the just rule of a just king, एक अच्छे रूलर का मीन्स होना अपने सब्जेक्ट के लिए एक तरीके से ब्लेसिंग है. At the same time, many precious water available by constructing tanks and reservoirs was highly praised. This was also praised that many tanks or were built of means the water was very precious at that time, and many construction of many tanks and reservoirs. Reservoirs means to reserve to the water. So the construction of these tanks were there by the uh, king, and it was the king was appreciated for the work for this work, that is for construction of tanks and reservoirs to collect the waters for the utility of the public later on. Sultan Iltutmish won universal respect for constructing a large reservoir just outside Delhi a Khwana. That means Sultan Iltutmish was also very much got respect in the whole world just because he also was had constructed a large reservoir. Large reservoir means पानी रखने का जगह एक तरीके से बनाया उन्होंने outside Delhi a Khwana, and it was called as हौज ए सुल्तानी, और उसको उन्होंने नाम दिया हौज ए सुल्तानी. दैट मीन्स किंग्स रिजर्वायर, राजा का वो पानी का इकट्ठा करने के लिए एक तरीके से टैंक बोल सकते हैं. Now, rulers often constructed tanks and reservoirs big and small for use of by ordinary people. और जब ये rulers ये tanks और reservoirs क्यों बनाते थे? ताकि उनकी प्रजा उसको यूज कर सके, उसमें वाटर की कभी कमी ना आए. Whenever there is need in water in the empire of the particular ruler, these reservoirs and tanks can be used. Sometimes these tanks and reservoirs were the part of the temple, और कभी-कभी ये टेम्पल और टैंक्स और रिजर्वायर्स टेम्पल, मॉस्क और गुरुद्वारा के एक तरीके से पार्ट थे. मीन्स टेम्पल, मॉस्क और गुरुद्वारा बनाए जाते थे और उन्हीं के पास एक टैंक या रिजर्वायर बना दिया जाता था. एंड गुरु व्हाट वाज गुरुद्वारा? गुरुद्वारा वाज द प्लेस ऑफ वर्शिप फॉर द congregation of the Sikh. That means it was the place of worship for the Sikh people. Here we can say Harmandir Sahib, that is Golden Temple, with the Holy Sarovar tank in Amritsar. Now in Amritsar, Harmandir Sahib is there. That is the place of worship for the Sikh. And in this also Holy Sarovar is made, that is the tank of water. Now why were temples targeted? Why were temples targeted? Temples को whenever the king, king, any ruler made an attack, why they used to attack mostly on the temples? Now this question arises. Now, as you already know that temple uh, were there made by the king to demonstrate demonstrate the power, wealth, and devotion towards the god by the king. कि किंग वो राजा टेम्पल इसलिए बनाते थे, वो अपना पावर और अपनी वेल्थ शो करने के लिए, और वो कितने डिवोटेड है भगवान के प्रति, वो सब बताने के लिए. तो नेचुरली जब वेल्थ, पावर और डिवोशन शो करने के लिए कोई राजा ये टेम्पल बनाता है, तो दैट मीन्स whenever an attack will be made, it will be attacked on definitely these temples only which the king, particular king has made. और जब वो टेम्पल अटैक करके कोई दूसरा राजा अपने अंडर में, अपने एम्पायर में मिला लेता है, दैट शोज दैट दैट पर्टिकुलर रूलर is now under the supremacy of that attacker. मीन्स जिसने उसको अटैक किया है, और अगर वो टारगेट जो बिल्डिंग दूसरी बिल्डिंग्स को न करके टेम्पल्स को टारगेट करते थे और टेम्पल्स को अपने अंडर में ले लेते थे अटैक करके, दैट मीन्स वो राजा का पावर और वेल्थ और जो भी है वो सब उसके अंडर में, दूसरे राजा के अंडर में आ गया है। एंड दैट इज व्हाई इट इज नॉट सरप्राइजिंग दैट व्हेन वी दे अटैक वन अनदर्स किंगडम, एक दूसरे के राज्य पर अटैक करते थे, they often targeted these buildings, that is temples. And in early 19th, an example is given that in early 19th century, when Pandya king Srimara Sri Vallabha invaded Sri Lanka. अब नाइन्थ सेंचुरी के बारे में बताया गया है कि जब पांड्या किंग श्रीमारा श्री वल्लभा उसने श्रीलंका को डिफीट मतलब इन्वेड कर दिया, अपने अटैक करके उसको डिफीट कर दिया। किसकी कौन रूलर था वहां पर? Sina one was the ruler at that time. And the Buddhist monk and chronicler Damkitti noted, तब दमकित्ती ने ये नोट किया कि he removed all valuables, the statue means पांड्या किंग उसने जितने भी जब उसको अटैक किया श्रीलंका में, देन वो जितने भी स्टैच्यू पे बुद्धा मेड एंटायरली गोल्ड एंड ज्वेल पैलेस, सब कुछ जो भी वैल्यूएबल चीज़ें थी वहाँ पैलेस में वो सब उन्होंने हट निकाल ली। एंड द गोल्डन इमेजेस इन द वेरियस मोनेस्ट्रीज ऑल दीज वर सीज्ड, अपने कब्जे में ले लिया। सीज मीन्स पांड्या किंग ने वो सब अपने कब्जे में ले लिया। एंड द ब्लो टू प्राइड ऑफ सिन्हलाज रूलर्स had to be avenged, and the next Sinhala ruler Sena second ordered his general to invade Madurai, the capital of Pandyas. और जब ये पांड्या रूलर ने इनको इन्वेड कर लिया, इनका टेम्पल्स वगैरह का सारा कुछ अपने अंडर में ले लिया, तो नेक्स्ट टाइम सिन्हेला रूलर कौन था? सिन्हेला सेकंड, उसने तुरंत ऑर्डर दिया कि वो इन्वेड करें किसको? अब मदुरई पे अटैक करें, जो कि कैपिटल थी उस वक्त पांड्याज की। एंड द बुद्धिस्ट क्रॉनिकलर नोटेड दैट द एक्सपीडिशन मेड अ स्पेशल एफर्ट टू फाइंड एंड रिस्टोर द गोल्ड स्टैच्यू ऑफ बुद्धा। और ये स्पेशली एक्सपीडिशन, ये अटैक क्यों किया गया? मेनली ये एफर्ट इसलिए किया गया ताकि वो जो गोल्ड स्टैच्यू पांड्याज अपने अपने कब्जे में कर लिया था उनके मंदिर से, वो वापस से लेकर के वापस से अपने टेम्पल में ले जा सकें सिन्हला। आई होप इट इज क्लियर टिल हियर। Similarly, in early 11th century, when the Chola king Rajendra first built Shiva temple in his capital, he filled it with prize statues seized from defeated rulers. An incomplete list, including the sun pedestal from Chalukyas. Now these all things were seized. That means we can say in early 11th century, when Chola king Rajendra I बिल्ट शिवा टेम्पल, जब उन्होंने राजेंद्र वन ने शिवा टेम्पल बनाया था, तब जितनी भी स्टैच्यूज वगैरह जो भी इस टेम्पल में लगाई थी, वो सब चीजें दूसरे एम्पायर से सीज की गई थी, अपने कब्जे में ले ली गई थी। जैसे उसमें से सब चीजें क्या थी? सन पेडेस्ट्रियल फॉर्म द चालुक्यास के यहाँ से, द गणेशा स्टैच्यू एंड सेवरल स्टैच्यूज ऑफ दुर्गा, द नंदी स्टैच्यू फ्रॉम ईस्टर्न चालुक्यास, द इमेज ऑफ भैरवा, द फॉर्म ऑफ शिवा एंड भैरवी ऑफ Kalingas of Orissa, Kali statue from Palas of Bengal. Means all these statues were seized, अपने कब्जे में लेकर राजेंद्र वन ने जब कभी भी किसी किंगडम पे उन्होंने अटैक किया, ये सारी चीजें स्टैच्यूज अपने कब्जे में ले ली थी। और जब उन्होंने अपना शिवा टेम्पल बनाया तो ये सब चीजें उसमें प्लेस की। Sultan Mahmud of Ghazni was a contemporary of Rajendra I. During his campaigns in the subcontinent, he attacked the temples of defeated kings and looted their wealth. Now, Mahmud of Ghazni was when the Rajendra I was the ruler at that time. Sultan Mahmud of Ghazni was also there, but he was not a ruler. But he used to make attack on different किंगडम्स। वो उन महमूद ऑफ गजनी की आदत थी कि वो अटैक करते थे डिफरेंट किंगडम्स पे, और मोस्टली वो टेम्पल्स पे अटैक करते थे। मोस्टली वो टेम्पल्स पे अटैक करते थे और वहाँ के राजा लोगों को डिफीट करके दे ही यूज्ड टू लूट द वेल्थ एंड आइडियल्स वहाँ के जो भी टेम्पल्स पे अटैक करके महमूद ऑफ गजनी वहाँ की जो भी वेल्थ थी, जो भी स्टैच्यूज थी, वो सब अपने लूट करके वो लेके चले जाते थे। नाउ सुल्तान महमूद वाज नॉट अ वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट रूलर, उस वक्त वो बहुत ज्यादा इंपॉर्टेंट रूलर नहीं थे, बट बाय डिस्ट्रॉइंग टेम्पल स्पेशली वन एट सोमनाथ ही ट्राई टू विन क्रेडिट एज अ ग्रेट हीरो ऑफ इस्लाम। वो एक तरीके से इस्लाम का ग्रेट हीरो बन गए थे, इस तरीके से लूटपाट करके, वो टेम्पल्स को लूट करके। और वन स्पेशल, especially he has looted the Somnath, most famous temple. Somnath was also looted by Mahmud of Ghazni, and in this way, by looting the Somnath temple, he had become a great hero of Islam. In the political culture of Middle Ages, most rulers displayed these political might and military success by attacking and looting the palace places of worship of the defeat rulers. अब मोस्टली ये मिडिल एजेस में जो रूलर्स थे, ये अपनी पॉलिटिकल सुप्रीमेसी, अपनी मिलिट्री पावर दिखाने के लिए दूसरे पे अटैक करते थे, एंड दे यूज्ड टू लूट दैट प्लेसेस ऑफ वर्शिप, मींस दोस टेम्पल्स एंड ऑल, एंड दे यूज्ड टू डिफीट द रूलर्स इन द other sense. I hope this is clear now. Now, gardens, tombs, and forts, we are going to continue in our next class, where the video uploading is there or the continuation of the live class is there. We are going to continue with this garden, tombs, and forts. Till then, read till here. If anything, any doubt, you can ask me. And please try to submit the notebook assessment work. Those who have not submitted, till then, take care. Thank you.